Okay, these are a couple of my newest knives. This is 1095 steel, it has a brass bolster, and G10 black and orange handles. I don't know if it shows very clearly in this light, but you can see how the edge of the blade goes right up into the bolster and curves down along it. The fittings are brass, the pins are brass. The pins in the bolster here are of a slightly different formulation, so as it tarnishes, the pins will actually stand out against the slightly darker bolster brass. And this one is a small matching version of it. On this one, the brass and the pins actually match, so they don't show as much. This one has 2 pins in the bolster, 1/8" pins in the bolsters, 4 in the large one, 2 in the smaller one, and then 3/16 brass pins set along the handles. This one also has a brass lined lanyard hole. G10 is only my second time making a knife with a handle. The first time I learned something about it when I've made wooden handled knives, and I've put in a lanyard hole. When I wish to flare it out, the wood will actually compact and flare easily, and I don't have to worry about that. With the G10, it's much stronger and tougher, and so I actually had to countersink these holes before I could flare them. And it's quite sharp. It'll do the usual this envelope's a little wet. Oh, come on, what's wrong with you? There we go. Get a good cut on it. And it'll shave the hair off your arm, all that stuff. A good sharp knife. Some people might be wondering, or might not, why I always seem to make 2 knives when I make a large and a larger knife and a smaller knife, like these 2 here. One of the reasons is a lot of my knives are made for a medieval group I hang out with, and what's popular with them is large daggers, like this, which is a 9" blade, or this one, which has an 8.5" blade, and also large bowies like this. This one is exactly 9 inches. And Cocobolo handle, razor sharp also. And I have several blanks of these 9" by about 1¼ quarter-inch blanks that I made for making large daggers. And I've cannibalized some of those to make these other knives, these slightly smaller knives. And with the leftover pieces, I try to make something. In this case, I made a match, and I intend to sell these as a set. Also, I wouldn't mind some opinions. I'll end up doing it the way I want anyway, but I would like to hear what some people have in the way of opinions on whether or not I should do a double sheath for both knives or 2 separate sheaths. A double sheath is oftentimes bulky and a little difficult to use, but on the other hand, if you make 2 sheaths, then you have to make sure you get them both if you want to take both knives with you. But it's less bulky. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to share and comment. And I hope you enjoy this video.